Hello everybody, how are you doing? Sorry we're a bit late. I actually thought the match was 6:30. I actually thought the match was 6:30. So uh I mean it's been a nervy start. Gibbs White almost should have scored there. What a ball that was early on. That was such a nervy start, and Gibbs White should have scored that. Gibbs White should have scored that. He just missed that. Should have been 1-0 to Forest, to be honest. Gibbs White just missed that. And we need to win. The pressure on Arsenal has been applied. The pressure on Arsenal has been applied by the signing of Semenyo. Signing of Semenyo is not an ordinary signing. Let that sink in. So we cannot afford to drop another point here. That's what I mean to say. We just cannot let our foot off Arsenal's throat. Yes, we have our foot on Arsenal's throat. You just cannot let it take it off. That's a foul on yes, that's a foul on Ryan Sherky. That's clearly a foul on Ryan Sherky. What is the ref gonna give? That is a foul on Ryan Sherky. What is the ref gonna give? That's interesting. Will he tell the ball's already gone or something like that? But clearly his Murillo's clattered into Ryan Sherky there. What is the ref gonna? There's nothing there because if it's a Bakaya Saka, that would be a penalty. But since it's Ryan Sherky, it's nothing. Since it's Man City, that's nothing. If it's Arsenal, because Bakaya Saka 2 years back, if you guys remember, got a penalty like that. So tough place, tough place. I hate these early evening kickoff games or early afternoon kickoff games if you're in England, but here the early evening kickoff games. Just hate these. I don't know why they just somehow. And then some of these games are always against these teams who sit back, are good on the counter, like Forest away and all that stuff. I don't know why he gave. There was no need for Josko Guardiola to give the corner away there. Ah, Forest away is a very difficult place to come to. Omari Hutchinson, he'll have a very good delivery. I don't know why only we have a bad delivery on corners. Well defended, I must say. Well defended. The signing of Semenyo is very interesting because it sends a clear message out to Arsenal, especially that we are coming for the title and we are going to attack and score goals and get our way to the title. That's what Pep Guardiola wants to send a message out. And also, I think it's very rare that a player it's very rare that a player is carted by except Arsenal, probably all the other top five clubs. Even Arsenal wanted him in the summer, so you could say a player was wanted by all the six clubs, and he chose us. Maybe Arsenal told him wait till the summer, but I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to wait till the summer. Don't know how much of a tactical mistake this might be for Arsenal. Only time will tell that. Ah, Ryan Sherky for I think he's picked the best line of the Tijani Reinders. I mean the way to break this Nottingham Forest low block is for Reinders to make those runs. I think it's so important for Tijani Reinders to make those runs because the focus will be on Haaland, the focus will be on Foden, the focus will be on Sherky, but Reinders making those runs. Gibbs White is just pressing so well, and Reinders making those runs will be very interesting. Good ball by Josko Guardiola. Very good ball. It almost went to Erling Haaland there. He's almost broken the lines there. Josko Guardiola. Great ball by Josko Guardiola, to be honest. Forest are pressing very aggressively. This is not a typical Sean Dyche where he just sits back and does nothing. Forest are actually pressing very aggressively. Matthews Nunez, can you put in one of those cross? That was bad. That was very bad. That was absolutely very bad. This match has the tense feeling to it. Very difficult place, Forest away. Again, I must reiterate, very difficult place. That too, after Christmas, after the holidays, it's the first sort of the game, the early kickoff. It's not easy at all. That's why I'm telling. Why do we get? I know Newcastle United played yesterday, but that was different. That was at the night again. I don't know why, but these early kickoff matches, they just sort of have a vibe. I just don't enjoy somehow. Vasco Guardiola as well there. Calmness personified. Wonderful there, wonderful by Shakin. And he has to pass it. He passes it to Nico Riley. Nico Riley on the ball. There is space. That ball control from Sharky was outstanding. Reinders back to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva has to give it back to Reinders. Reinders gets it. Reinders Nico Gonzalez is looking for diagonal. There's no diagonal available. Bernardo Silva. There needs to be a cross in, I think, but not the right moment. Ah, it was almost a good body feint from Ryan does there, but excellent play. That's what Sharky can do. That is wonderful there. Should have tested the goalkeeper. That's what's annoying me. Should have tested the goalkeeper. So throwing Forest has all the making of an extremely tough game. Forest on the attack. Do not let him shoot from there. Do not let him shoot from there. Omari Hutchinson, he'll dribble well. Nico Riley needs to be careful. He does well, to be honest. He did whatever he can. Again, Nico Riley versus Omari Hutchinson. This will be a good test. Foden is helping him. Haaland does well there to help out defensively. O'Reilly. That's a throw in for City. Well done. Bayaji is here. Bayaji, how are you doing? He says when Bernardo received a pass from Tijani, why he didn't cross it as he exactly Bayaji. That's what I was. The move was excellent. Sherky did very well there to get that attack going, but my disappointment is why are we not testing the keeper in that attack? Which means why is there no cross? Just can't understand. Maybe they want to walk the ball in. What do you make of the Semenyo signing, Bayaji, by the way? What do you make of the Semenyo signing? I think it's a statement to Arsenal that we are going to attack our way to the title if we have to do it. We are relying on the attack because honestly, with Semenyo, Foden, and Haaland, you have the top three goal scorers in the. I mean, except Igor Thiago, you have three of the top four goal scorers in the Premier League this season with you, and you have the best after Bruno Fernandes, Ryan Cherky. So you have the best. You have the top two assist makers with you as well. Two of the top three assist makers with you as well. So it's. I think that Semenyo signing is really good, but it seems that we are going to sign someone else as well. Looking at the indications of what Pep Guardiola is doing, I don't know who that someone else is because Ake is. This is excellent that Tejani Reinders. Why doesn't Tejani Reinders shoot? Because you don't get that sort of space from Forest often. You have to either pass it to Haaland or shoot Tejani. You just can't carry the ball. This was another chance there again. Murillo as well, but Erling Haaland. Haaland starting to get chances, but Tijani Reinders needs to be a bit more quick. He needs to. That is good from Sherky, but earlier on, Reinders needs to do good. And Haaland's shot was weak here. Again, Haaland's shot was weak here. Looking a bit rusty today, everyone, but that is good play from City. That is excellent from City. Ah, it is always going to be difficult. That's a Forest free kick. Why are we just trying to get it into that tight space on the wing? I think playing central is gonna be the key today. It is in games like these where you actually miss Jeremy Doku because he pins and he lets people double up on him, which means there's more space on the center now. Clearly, with no Jeremy Doku, it's almost like there's no explosive pace on the wings, which means the fullbacks can effort to defend narrow and stuff. They don't effectively need to track a winger because they know that the wingers do not have a burst of pace. That is excellent there, Ryan Sharkey, can he shoot? Again shooting. I mean, why doesn't Ryan Sharkey shoot from that sort of a range outside the box? This match will be about taking shots from outside of the box, guys. This match is about taking shots from outside of the box. Please take shots from outside of the box because Forest defense is pushing deep. They want to defend Haaland. Space is opening up for you to take shots from outside of the box. Please do take shots from outside of the box. The first goal is going to be so essential to to open Forest up. Sharky is just doing absolutely brilliantly. Just needs to take Reinders, Sharky. Why are these people not taking shots from outside of the box? Exactly, Baiji. They are inviting us to score, but we are afraid of taking shot. Exactly. I mean, that range, the previous attack, Sharky could have taken the shot from outside of the box because Haaland is dragging two defenders deep into the box with every run he's making. So much time for Sharky to take the shot from outside of the box. Bernardo would have crossed earlier in the previous attack that you mentioned. You're doing everything right. Take shots from outside of the box. I don't know why we don't do that, especially looking at the talent there. Phil Foden, Ryan Sharkey, two of the best. This is excellent from Foden. Nico Riley. Just that final thing. It just bounced away. Good ball from O'Reilly there. But the final thing, guys, take shots from outside of the box. Everything else is stopped. Everything else is stopped the way we are getting. Ryan Sharkey just needed to take that shot from the earlier attack. But ideally, Bayaji, what do you think of the Semenyo signing? And also, ideally, you look at how we are. I'll come back to that, but it's a Forest attack with Omari Hutchinson. Yeah, Bayaji, ideally, when you see that narrow front three, especially in the attack, Foden, Haaland, and Sharky, I think it again. I think it's a free kick for us, but I think it again has the imprint of Pep Linders in there. Now that he's bringing Semenyo in, clearly he wants to build this team in the line of you know, uh, Mane, Mane, Firmino, Salah. It could be Semenyo Haaland, Doku, Semenyo Haaland. Could be Sharky and Foden behind him, along with Rodri or Nico Gonzalez holding. I don't know what can Nico Gonzalez or Rodri hold by themselves, but I think that is sort of the way we are just trying to build, because you imagine now Semenyo also running with that pace onto that at free kicks. They have been one of our weak links we conceded against Dortmund as well with the free kick. Baiji says, yes, I also realized that we want to play with the fast front three now. The Premier League ain't ready for this, Bayaji, with, especially the day when he starts Semenyo Haaland, Doku's Semenyo Haaland, rather, because Semenyo can play on the right wing as well, we know. The Premier League ain't ready for it. The Premier League ain't ready for it. With Ford and Sharkey, this could be a hybrid of the Centurions, because the Centurions as well. You had Sane, Aguero, Sterling, and then you had David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne with Fernandinho holding. I think that could be the thing. Sharkey, Foden, and Rodri holding, and then the back four could be a hybrid of the Centurions and the Klopp team, which that's a good cross, but we need to get the breakthrough. We need to get the breakthrough. It's a hybrid of the Centurions team and also the team that Klopp built, which Pep Linders and Pep Guardiola are actually building, and that's a free kick for Nottingham Forest as well. It's going to be a difficult game. It's going to be a Forest are coming to attack. That's good defending. Forest are on the attack. Mari Hutchinson there. Uh, Guardiola as well. Ah, Nico Riley, we have just. Bayaji says we can't afford Big Don getting any more yellow. When does it reset, Bayaji? I think it resets in two more game weeks, I think. I'm worried. I'm worried about this match. Bayaji says despite a full week's rest, not looking sharp. It's the festive this thing. I just think I don't know. Every time the first game after I know it was United Newcastle yesterday, but in general as well. This first kickoff after the Christmas thing, the team generally doesn't look. Why just Haaland getting nothing today? Tijani, Foden, Sharky all been below par. I think Ryan Sharky's been good by Ajay. Ryan Sharky's been good, but they're not been able to shoot. Haaland got a chance. He's covered his shot. Ryan Sharky had the chance to shoot from the edge of the box. He didn't take that chance. Sharky's been sharp. I think one or two times he used his skills to get out. I think we are missing explosive pace and power today. one of Doku and Semenyo. That's the thing, Bayaji. When Semenyo and Doku play together, the pace, the power, the Premier League's not ready for it. This is a difficult game. We just cannot drop effort to drop points here, Bayaji. We just cannot. Sharky does well. Sharky does. Foden has. He's taken the shot. I'm happy for him. At least now I'll not cry that wide and pass to Haaland because he is. Ah, this game looks to be absolutely tight, Bayaji. This game looks to be absolutely tight. I think for me, Foden's got nothing at all more than Haaland. Foden's got nothing at all. I think it's Ryan Sherky who's been there, but I think Sherky's been okay. I think 8 by 10 for. I just don't know why is the referee always giving a free kick. He's given a yellow card as well to Ruben Diaz. There's nothing in that. There's absolutely nothing in that. Foden's defensive work has been absolutely excellent. That's very well done by Erling Haaland there, and it's a goal kick for City. A first half in which we had chances. Honestly, we should have taken at least one of them. Ah, I also think tactically as well, the Forest press has been interesting. We have found it difficult to get out of the. It just seems Forest are having extra numbers in that midfield tactically as well. So I think Pep needs to change a few things tactically as well in the break because that is well defended. Defensively, we have been on point today, top class. It's a Forest throw, and I think defensively, surprisingly, been very good. I think O'Reilly, best left back in the league without a doubt. People might say Califiore, this and that. For me, O'Reilly, Oscar Guardiola, best left-footed centre back in the league. Okay, top three in the league. So we already have two world-class people, and also the best goalkeeper in the league in Donnarumma. So you just cannot underrate our defense as well, and we have kept the second highest clean sheets in the Premier League as well. So O'Reilly there should play the pass, has to play his. Elliot Anderson is such a great ball winner. Now we are not able to get those shots away as well. Ref does well here. He's got the ball fairly there. Has to pass it out wide. Ryan Sherky is out wide now. Out wide on the right. Phil Foden. City are taking shots here. Nico Williams. City are getting into gear. The last 5 minutes, let us bombard the Forest goal now. This is the last sort of 3 4 minutes. Last 3 minutes have been as good as we have been in this game. In the first 40 minutes, the last 3 minutes have been superb. Let us bombard the Forest goal. I know the goalkeeper did not have anything to be tested on, but the defenders are putting in the blocks. They were not earlier on, and we should have shot. But great ball, great control from Nico Riley. Josko Guardiol does well. Defensively, we have been very, very stable. Earlier in the season, I think we would be at least a goal down by now. Defensively, superb. Tijani Reinders, Ryan Sherky. Ah, good one by Ruben Diaz. He's just been fantastic in the air in the last few games. Ruben Diaz is just growing into them. Nico Gonzalez, Josko Guardiol. That's a foul. Pep Guardiola there. Obviously, he'll not be happy. Erling Haaland, this is a great chance. This is a great chance. Ah, that's a foul and it's a yellow card. But that was a chance to release. I think it was Foden who was going through the middle. That was a chance to release Foden going through the middle. Haaland did well there. Sherky. I think maybe could Sherky have found Foden? I just don't. Because Foden was clean through on goal. Foden was clean through on goal. Let's go, Guardiola. That is such a stupid ball to play. That's the end of the first half, and it's been nil nil. I'm very interested to check what's the XG. Diaz and the defense have been the stars today. To be honest, the defense have been the stars today. I just think you need to. I think Bernardo Silva. I'm sorry, Bernardo Silva needs to go, and I just think I'm just looking who can you bring on. I'm sorry, I think there's no option, but I think you need to bring someone like a Savinho on and put Savinho on the left probably and put Sharky or one of Sharky or Foden in the middle. Bernardo Silva is just not working in the middle. I think Bernardo Silva in the middle is absolutely not working. Bernardo Silva in the middle is Bernardo Silva in the middle is just not working. The shape of Sean Dyche is actually looking uh, the shape of Sean Dyche is actually looking very, very good. Biagises needs someone who can work in tight spaces as they're giving us no space. I actually think Bayaji on the contrary because Sharky's been working well in tight spaces. To be honest, I actually think on the contrary we need someone who can stretch the pitch, which means there'll be more space for the likes of your Sharky and Foden. This is why I think Jeremy Doku in matches like these is very essential. You know that's why I think Jeremy Doku and Anton Semenyo, the beauty about them is they can play out wide, they can hold the width, and also they can come narrow and are very aggressive when they come narrow. It's almost like you do not want Salah and Mane to come narrow because they're so good, but also out wide they can cross the ball very well. They can play those balls in. So I think the same kind of situation we needed someone to stretch the pitch today. I think because in tight spaces we're doing as much as we can. I think Sharky has been wonderful in those tight spaces. Yes, Bernardo Silva's not been that effective, but I just think we needed to take shots probably a bit more early on before they got settled down into that shape. And I think we need someone to stretch the pitch today. We need someone to stretch the pitch because they're so comfortable defending in that narrow block. Why he says Bernardo offers nothing, too many games, zero contribution. Why I think with Bernardo Silva, since Bernardo Silva is out of his prime, I think Bernardo Silva specifically offers a lot in certain games. Like for example, you saw that Fulham game, or you saw that Liverpool game, or you saw against the Big Six, especially maybe not against Arsenal, but generally against the big six which come at you, he 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 helps you take the ball under pressure. He helps you maintain the tempo in that midfield. Fulham, we were losing. 5-4, we were under the cost. Bernardo Silva in the middle was superb. He helped control the tempo along with Cherky. So I just think Bernardo Silva in those kind of games is superb. Real Madrid, Bernardo Silva superb because the opponent is also attacking you. But in these kind of games, like you said, when the opponent is almost sitting back, playing on a counter, the shape he offers nothing. He absolutely offers nothing via Bernardo Silva. Today for me is a game where your CDM, for example, or a defender from the back will be the spare man and he has to take those shots from the edge of the box. It's that kind of a game today. It is the kind of the game where space will be very very limited. It's the kind of the game where Marmoush would have been, for example, very very effective. You need someone who can take those, you know, they call flash shots. Can just take the shot sometimes just on the first touch without even taking the first touch. So Bernardo Silva for me in this game, you don't Forest is not attacking. Yeah, Bernardo Silva. I think I know people here will hate me, but I think Savinho needs to come on. We need to stretch the pitch, and for me, I think Sabino. In fact, I would say Rico Lewis will also be an interesting prospect in these kind of games because, especially playing in that attacking midfield position, Rico Lewis. It would have been great if we had got a goal before the break, to be honest. I mean, I think there is this interview with players at halftime or something like that. I think it's coming on. But you look at the XG stats: 0.33 City, 0.04 Nottingham Forest. So Forest have not come to win here. They come for a point. They come for a point here. So this is going to be absolutely tough. This is going to be absolutely tough in terms of breaking them down, especially when Sean died. I mean, in these kind of games, what you want is a quick start before the opponents. Kind of game, especially after the holiday season, it's almost difficult to have that. It's almost difficult to have the quick start, and we are lucky not to go 1-0 down as well. I think Forest had even though their XG was 0.04, I think Forest had the best chance with Forest had the best chance with Gibbs White. Again, I'm just sitting here and thinking Pep also got this wrong tactically. So I just think playing Bernardo was just overcompensating. You don't need Bernardo, Tijani Reinders, Nico Gonzalez, all three of them. I think two can play and need to put one more attacker in there. Because all three of them are mostly offering you only defensive cover. Like Baya just said, Bernardo offers nothing. Too many games, zero contributions exactly. Uh, and also, I think it's specifically for these sort of games that Pep and City are bringing in Semenyo because, like I said, you need someone who can take those flash shots. And I mean, sometimes these kind of games need a world class moment from outside of the box to actually settle down. Look at the block, Nottingham Forest shape. They're showing 4-4-5-1. There's someone maintaining the width there, but he's not typical winger. So look at it. There are flashes. Maintaining the width is the key. Maintaining the width is the key. Stretching the defense is the key. And there are not enough bodies in the box. I'm sorry. I know we have to be very against counter attack, but there are not enough bodies in the box. Look at Sean Dyche there. A 10-second half coming up, but a 10-second half coming up. These are the kind of I mean, it's really been tense always for City, to be honest. The Fulham game, 3-0 up, and I thought we'll enjoy the night, but ended up being the game where for 3 minutes I just could not watch and I had to let go of the stream. The West Ham won, we were 2-0 up, but Bowen kept on having chances. So the Leeds won 2-0 to 2-2 and all of that. So it's tense. It's absolutely tense. I'm just thinking what kind of tactical change can you bring in Pep Guardiola, because tactically even he's got it wrong, like we discussed. So couple of things wrong. But the defense I have to say has been outstanding. It's been excellent. Quietly we are developing a superb defense. There's been this article on I think it was One Football. No, it wasn't One Football. It was somewhere where they were writing about all of the City players who were on loan. And and the way they were writing about Victor Rees was superb. They wrote that Victor Rees was probably is one of the best young centre backs in the league at the moment. Victor Rees has been outstanding. I followed him for one game where Girona played Real Madrid and he was very, very good. So, I mean, quietly we are building a strong defensive core and a strong central midfield core. I think we'll get Anderson next season. I mean, in the summer for sure. So, I mean, nothing in the winter it might happen, but in the summer it will happen. So, surely and they say that we are in for Gay as well, especially with Ake going. I think we might bring in another defender. I don't know, but strongly but surely we are having slowly but surely we are building that core defense and that core midfield, and of course attack. We have already bought in Anton Semenyo. So it's going to be interesting how this team goes. And like I said, this is just the first season in that rebuild. And also, it will be interesting if Ake goes, because you need a defensive replacement in there. You surely cannot go with Akanji out and Ake out. You just cannot go with Diaz, Kushanov, and Guardiol for the rest of the season, because if one of them gets injured, you're suddenly short on centre backs. I think if Nathan Ake permanently goes, I think we are buying Mark Gay. We are buying Mark Gay for sure. People would say, will he get regular football? I think with the amount of games City have, he will get regular football. Some in the Champions League, some in the Premier League. Going to be an interesting window. Going to be an interesting transfer window, and I think Semenyo is the start of it. It's good that we have got Semenyo done. We can focus on the other targets, and I think the attack is set with Mamouche also coming back with us buying Semenyo. I think the attack is set. The defense, I think, will be almost set, because if we buy KE, that means Nunez, Kushano on the right, O'Reilly, Aitnauri, of course, on the left end. So the defense is set. We can get KE, Victor Rees to come back. I think the defense is set. I think many people are asking who will be the John Stones replacement. It could be Victor Rees, and it could be Max Elaine. By the way, Max Allan is also doing well. He's two-footed. Why are they showing Mikel Arteta's face there? Arsenal against Brighton. We need to do something in this match to put pressure back on them. Aston Villa, Unai Emery is waiting for Arsenal to lose that one match. I mean, the goal difference is a lot, but still. The Forest players are out. Igor Jesus is out. This could be one of the most important second halves in the season in terms of title race. Pep Guardiola knows that because not an easy time to not an easy ground to come after the Christmas break. So Pep knows it. This will be intriguing. Don't know what Pep said in that halftime talk, but this will be very intriguing, especially with us getting the Semenyo signing. If I mean this, it is games like these that can dent the confidence of your rivals. So let's see what Pep will do, and it's the second half that is gonna start tough away ground, tough place to come. Forest kick it off, and that's a foul on Omari Hutchinson, and it's a free kick for Forest. Not a good way to start the half. Not a good way to start the half. Not a good way at all to start the half. I think the guy showing like this from Forest should get the card. Elliot Anderson with the free kick, an easy take for Donnarumma over there. Uh, I think getting Elliot Anderson will be a priority. Not now, maybe not now, maybe in the summer. We have created shit all in the first half. That is the big worry. Ryan Sherky, I think you need a proper winger here. Savinho. And City score, it's 1-0. Wow! It's Tijani Reinders. Wow! Tijani, what a run! What a run that is from Tijani Reinders. Come on, City! Wow! Wow! I've not seen who has given the pass there, but that run from Tijani Reinders was just outstanding. Wow! What a run! I think it's Foden with the assist, if I'm not wrong. Guardiola in there. Is Guardiola in there? Ryan Sherky with the assist. And what a finish. Not an easy finish. Ryan Sherky, I think now is equal Bruno Fernandes. The number of assists. Not an easy finish at all. Not an easy finish at all. Wow. Woo! Tijani Reinders. We were speaking about it. Tijani Reinders runs and stretching the pitch. You see both of them there. Nico Riley stretched that pitch on the left hand side, and which allowed Tijani Reinders to make that run. Wow. Tijani Reinders racking up the goals now. He underperformed his XG a lot in the earlier parts of the season, but this is 2-2 for Tijani Reinders. Erling Haaland almost getting there. City are pressing Forest now. And it's a throw in for City. We cannot rest on this one goal. Make no mistake, we cannot absolutely rest on this one goal. And this is a first shot of target in the game. That tells you how abysmal we were in that first half. It's a free kick for Forest. First shot on target. This tells you how abysmal we were in that first half, to be honest. This is excellent there, Ryan Sharkey. It hits the post. Was it a tip onto the post by the keeper? Reinders this time returning the favor to Ryan Sharkey. I think the keeper just got a bit of a hand onto that. Sharkey should have scored there. The keeper, I think he's just got a bit of a hand onto that. Phil Foden. Can we score off the set piece? Bayaji power header. And it's a corner for City again. Bayaji, your power header for Guardiola. Please bring up your power. The Avengers power header. Ryan Sharkey now with the corner in swinger. Was a good corner. I think Josko Guardiola almost was there. We cannot let this be at 1-0. That's a good take by the Forest player. And Forest are in. Forest are in. It's offside. Well played with the offside trap, Bigger Jesus. I think it was marginally offside, to be honest. But yeah. We are playing a high line. We're trying to push Forest back now. Erling Haaland as well there. Ryan Sharkey. Erling Haaland again. Can he put a cross in? My thing is stuck. I mean, Reinders is also stuck. What the fuck was that? And it's a counter attack now for Forest. My video was stuck and I thought Reinders will take a shot in there. Big mistake from Reinders. And Forest score 1-1. Forest score 1-1. That's what we didn't want. Forest score 1-1. What the hell was that? It's all on Tijani Reinders there again. Back to 1-1. Igor Jesus and Omari Hutchinson scores, I think. Especially after taking the lead, you cannot give a route back to Forest. Now they will sit back in that bloody shape. Mistake from Reinders. Should have taken his shot. Should have taken his shot, Tijani Reinders. Again, the game's all square now. Tijani Reinders, they're trying to score a worldie when he could play Ryan Sherky in. The counter attack was the mistake of Reinders, where he just loses the ball. Continuous is just when I thought things have changed for the good after half time they concede. Tijani Ryan does have to take that shot there. He slips or whatever he does, doesn't take the shot, counter for Forest. Absolutely on Tijani Reinders there. Cannot blame the defense on that. Phil Foden, because in such a position your rest defense is generally not active. Because they are expecting the attacker to, shoot, and so they push higher up. That City are having chances, it's just that we need to take those shots from outside the box. I'm just seeing, will Haaland not have even one chance, one decent chance from outside the box? That's what I mean, will Haaland not have one decent chance in this entire game? That's what I'm looking at. He's had a half decent chance in the first half, but this is so frustrating to be honest. Ryan Sherky, this is a deciding half of the season in the title race. Deciding half, if you think you want to be in the title race, if you're aiming for top four, City will get top four for sure this season, even being half decent. No two things about that, but that is not what. That is very well done. Then Nico Gonzalez. The space out wide. Phil Foden needs to. Phil Foden should have found Reinders there. He went for the shot. Not a good decision from Foden there. He went for the shot. Forrester on the counter. Not a good decision from Phil Foden there. Not a good decision, especially when you have. It's a yellow card for Nico O'Reilly. Again, not a good decision there when you have had options there on the right and your defense is not in a good position. Ah, It's a free kick coming in. Cannot go two goals down, guys. Cannot go two goals down here. It's an in swinger from Amari Hutchinson. Will be an in swinger from Amari Hutchinson. This well defended, extremely well defended, superb. The defense been good today. The one goal you conceded is on Tijani Reinders. It's not on the defense. That's a goal kick for City. The pressure of 1-0 till the end, but 1-1 again. And we were coming into this match with three clean sheets as well. The ball just pinging real fast in the middle of that midfield. That midfield battle is highly technical with Elliot Anderson also involved. Nico Riley on a yellow. He has to be very, very careful. Ah, it's a corner. Good shot by Igor Aces. We are defending well. We are defending well, guys. It's just that attack. Good block by Ruben Diaz. It was on target. Good block by Ruben Diaz. Coutinho says, damn, City looking vulnerable on an important day. They should seize this match to put pressure on Arteta. Ah, I won't say we have looked vulnerable. Yes, they've scored a goal, but it's just that we've not taken our chances. Defensively, I think we have been solid through most of the thing. We have been solid. That goal, like I said, was because of Tijani Reinders. When someone in the attack makes a mistake like that, no defense can protect that turnover. So Ryan Sherky, absolutely fantastic take. Ryan Sherky is having Bernard on the outside. The best midfielder, the best attacking midfielder the world has ever seen. Is the pass that only he could execute, which Sherky has done. This is where Kauntanya, the character, the personality, the title credentials will come to the fore. Let's see how much of a personality and this team has, because this is a new team throughout. This is not the team of yes, there is Diaz who's won title, Guardiola's won it, but Haaland's there. But in general, Raya, Reinders, Sherky, there are Donnarumma. I mean, not the Premier League with Donnarumma. So there are new faces as well in this team. We are short on the bench of attacking options. So the personality of this team, and I think Savinho is going to be a very, very important part of the puzzle here. Let's see when Pep brings on Savinho. That's an outstanding switch. I don't know who gave it, but that's an outstanding switch. Ah! City did well there. There will be a phase in this game, in this half, that City will be on the attack, but can we take our chances then? That is the question. Just not able to get hold of the ball now. Damn. Forest will not play like this against Arsenal. They'll play like idiots against Arsenal, and against us, they'll play like. Not an easy chance for Savona anyway, but good save Donnarumma there. Gibbs White. Not an easy chance for Savona there with the bouncing ball coming back at him with such pace. Good save Donnarumma. Defensively, the thing is, if the shot is savable, Donnarumma will save it. Forest have been attacking, targeting Nico O'Reilly a lot through our left flank and their right flank. So we are playing it at a walking pace, but Ryan Sherky, and right now for this season, Sherky I think is on 8 assists. He is the best creator in the league, but we have to. That's excellent from Ryan Sherky there. Ah, just not able to bring Haaland into the game, and Forest are counter-attacking now. Forest on the attack, 4v4. This is not looking good. 4v4. Nunez, get tight. That is excellent there again. That is wonderful defending there by Nico Gonzalez. Excellent from Nico Gonzalez there. Could it be time to introduce Rodri and his longer range shots? This is a game. The more I think, this is a game tailor made for Rodri to take his shots on the edge of the box that he often does. It's a throw in for Forest. Time's just ticking by. Time's ticking by. It's a throw in for Forest. Has the referee given a free kick against Nunez now? What the? Yes, he's given a free kick. There's no need for that from Nunez there. Again, that is where he is learning, I know, but that is where he needs to be game aware. There was no need to put this in. Sabinho's warming up, his coming. Just don't concede now, just don't concede now, that's what I would say. This is good defending again. Defensively, we have looked very solid. O'Reilly does well. That's a free kick for City. Ah, I'm just waiting and thinking, will Erling Haaland not get one chance? Will Erling Haaland not get one chance? That's what I'm thinking. Bad ball, bad ball. Forest on the counter attack. See, this is These are the mistakes why we have been vulnerable today. Like Kandanya said, not the defense, but bad choice of ball playing from the attackers and the midfielders, especially the midfielders. When the opponent is looking to counter on attack on you aggressively, you just cannot play those wayward passes and invite the pressure. Foden's not got a single chance today. A good chance, good quality chance. 70 minutes on the clock. Savinho brushed up, is grown into form. Savinho, Ryan Cherky. Ah, O'Reilly's cross should have been better. Ryan Cherky. They've slowed the tempo down. Should have slowed the tempo down when you were 1-0 up, not now. Idiots. Ryan Cherky. Erling Haaland. That's an extremely difficult chance. Will not blame Erling Haaland for that. That would have been an outrageous finish if we had managed it. Even robots cannot finish like that. But Savinho is coming on. Reinders is off. And has done his job. In fact, has not done his job as well, you might say, because he was at fault for that first goal. But his finishing is now coming to the fore. His finishing is very, very good. Can Savinho sort his finishing out? One thing we're building is we're building team of gun finishers. Semenyo, Haaland, Foden, Sherky. Absolutely gun grinders. We have 5 gun Marmoush, 6. Doku still needs to improve on that part, but we have at least 6 gun finishers in this squad. What a save! What a save by the Forest keeper. Good save by the Forest keeper there. This is our time. This is our time. This is our time. We are on the ascendancy. Yes, this is our time. Can we take advantage of it? Like I said, there will be a phase when we will be on ascendancy in the attack because that is how football works. Savinho, interestingly, is on the right and not on the left. Just don't disappointing me, Savinho. I've backed you a lot. Coutinho says good signs, more of such slick football required. Exactly, exactly. But I'm surprised this brought Savinho onto the right. We needed Savinho on the left, I think. But maybe perhaps realized he cannot. Again that finish. Foden, I think I know he was falling, but probably I think Foden goes near post, he scores over there. Coutinho, I think Foden goes near post, he scores. His his dragged it a bit, and that has given don't know why Pep's got the yellow, but he's dragged it a bit, and that has given time for the keeper to just. It's a free kick for Forest. What the fuck? Ah! Elect Anderson with the shot. Continuous, but Foden was falling. He had to go far post to generate more power. Yeah, yeah. I mean, in that angle when you're falling, far post was the option definitely. But I was telling if he was in good shape, what I meant was this is a breakaway. Phil Foden is through. Phil Foden is through almost. They've recovered now. They've recovered now. But there is a ball to be played there. Guardiola, you probably wanted Haaland on that instead of Foden. But yeah, if Foden was true and not falling, I thought the near post was the best finish over there. That's what I meant. At that angle, I think he only had the choice of far post, especially left foot. Far post was the only this thing. Also, if Black would have been on his side a little bit an inch either side of the keeper, that was a goal. This is a game where bad luck is on you and you have to earn each good luck point. That is how this game is shaping up. Why the fuck do you wait those shots? I mean, why is Nico Gonzalez taking shots from there, relieving all the pressure from Forest? I just don't understand. What is the need for Nico Gonzalez to go from there? Not even edge of the box. That was probably from his home in Spain. Time's running out. Time's running out. Again, I'm telling one of the pivotal halves in this title race. Go Gonzalez, and it's a Forest throw. Nico Gonzalez is looking rusty. Nico Gonzalez is just looking a bit of it. If you had maintained it at 1-0, Forest would have committed more and given you chances. Continuous as Nico taking long shots like his prime Yaya. Wasteful. But have to appreciate the confidence. Sharky, Foden, they didn't take shots, but Nico Gonzalez is taking shots from so deep. Phil, get up, Phil, get up. We had chances to win this match. I'm sorry, in the first half, great long shot opportunities. Haaland had a good chance. We could have easily scored 2 or 3 goals in this match if we had taken our long shots. But one moment, can we find one moment? That's what I'm thinking. One moment. It's a free kick. And every time we get a free kick or a corner, I'm afraid the opponent goes on and scores. Ah! That's a corner for City. Murillo does well, but that's a corner for City. Phil Ford and Phil at least take one nice corner. How about a dip straight under the bar, like Bruno Gimenez did for Newcastle? Bernardo, please stop fouling the keeper and getting the referee to concede an easy free kick to Forest. And other absolutely rubbish corner from Phil Ford. Why is he even on corners? What was that rubbish from Phil Foden? What the was that from Phil Foden? Absolutely rubbish. What was that rubbish from Phil Foden there? Why this says Foden is a disaster and both centre halves. What the fuck was that corner? Exactly. I'm so disappointed with that corner, especially when you had them pinned down. But that goal was on Tijani Reinders by Ajit. That goal was on Tijani Reinders when he did not take that shot, and Palace went for a counter attack when he slipped or whatever the fuck did he do? I don't know. Ah, should have been a 1-0 victory for us, to be honest. When I look back at this, not an easy game, but we win 1-0 here, get out. That's it. One of our most winnable games, this one. Nico Riley. I think we should find someone else for corners. I think we can have Sherky taking corners from both sides since he's two-footed. What a ball there from Semenyo! What a ball that was from Savinho. Wow. What a ball from Savinho that was. Wow. What a ball, guys. What a ball from Savinho that was by Aji. What a ball. I think it was from outside. Was it from outside of the foot? What a ball that was from Savinho. Wow. It's another corner. Murillo hits it out. Bayaji says these games can happen, but this is why you don't lose. Exactly. That loss against that shitty Spurs. How did you even lose against that shitty Spurs? Spurs, Brighton. Exactly. These kind of games can happen. This is the Premier League. And we've been okay in this game. Yes, we have not been at our level, but. And City score! Wow! Wow! It's Ryan Sharkey! Wow! Golazo! Sharkey! Wow! What a goal! Wow! It's Ryan Sharkey! Unleashing Donnarumma is looking back there! Wow! What a hit that is from Ryan Sharkey! Sharkey! Wow! Wow! Park the Mustang, gear goes 380, I don't care. No, Pagazi, I wish this came in the 94th minute, not in the 83rd minute. Because 10 more minutes of stress. This is what City is. 10 more minutes of stress. Wow. What a goal that is. What a finish that is. Josko Guardiola with the assist and Ryan Cherky with the finish. Wow, that is a world-class finish. He's picked out the bottom corner, almost the bottom corner. That is a world-class finish. Wow, what a goal. Wow, look at Donnarumma there, look at Donnarumma there, look at Donnarumma there, look at Donnarumma there. That angle's perfect. Look at Donnarumma running there. Wow, wow. Boy, this is I was thinking we didn't get too many corners today, but we made something of it. The corner was shit, by Ajit. The corner was shit. Let's call what it is. The corner was absolute shit. That I didn't think the corner was good. I didn't think the corner was good. I thought the corner was overhit a bit. I don't know if that is the plan from the training ground. Then it's okay. If if that is the plan from the training ground, that's okay. But I just thought the corner was just overhit a bit. I thought the corner was overhit a bit. But if that is a plan from the training ground, kudos. Not kudos. Kudos. Ah, guys, I expect at least 5 minutes of added time. So 10 minutes of heartbeat. This thing. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Why this is about time we ride our luck on set pieces. At this rate, Bayaji, I think there is no need to put the corner straight into the box. Play the corner shot. Have Sharky and Foden Have Sherky on and Foden on the edge of the box. Pass it to one and they'll take a long range shot. Why this is bring on Kushana and put Nunez Nunez in the middle. There's substitutions happening by AJ. I think the problem is our left back. Nico Riley is on a yellow card. I don't know what you do. Maybe Ake at left back could be an option, to be honest, because O'Reilly is on a yellow card. I think that is the thing. That is a problem. That is a problem. Not a bad time to give Rodri 10 minutes in the middle of the park. He's on the bench. Not a bad time to give Rodri. Not a bad time to give Rodri time in the middle of the park. 5 minutes of added time at least. Okay, if we can score one more goal, then we can enjoy this period. Control the tempo of the game, guys. Control the tempo of the game. This is where Bayaji Bernardo Silva earns his bread and butter. Forest are on the attack. Nunez does extremely well. This is wonderful. But guys, can we give credit to the ball which Savinho played that led to us in getting the corner in the first place? The ball to Erling Haaland. I thought it was a world class ball. Was it outside of the football? I know they are not showing it in replays as well, but Bernardo Silva's booted it out. I know they're not showing it in replays as well, but Ake is coming on like we thought he would. Straight swap for Nico Riley because he's on a yellow, but yeah, the ball which Savinho played to Haaland that eventually led to the corner. That led to the corner was outstanding. Interesting. Sharky coming off. That ball from Savinho was outstanding as well. Sharky is going off, which is interesting for me. Ake is coming on, so it's not taking Nico Riley off. Wow. He's just bringing another defender into the mix, which means Rodri is still maybe not ready. Please God, don't want heartbreak now after all this. Nico Riley, Nico Riley, Nico Riley. It's a throw in for Forest. That is a wonderful touch from Nico Riley. Phil Foden, carry the ball, carry the ball. Don't give away possession. Don't give away possession. That's what I. Yes. Well done from Phil Foden there. He's gone into the burning ring, which is the penalty box, and came back with the ball. Ruben Diaz. We need to score the third, guys. Nathan Ake is playing in the center of defense. No mistakes, Nathan. No mistakes, Nathan. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. No mistakes. They're pressing high, they're pressing. And Nathan Ake is not the best on the ball. That's why I'm getting afraid when they're pressing him. That's a mistake there. That's what I. That is excellent there from Matthews Nunez. Savinho there. It's +5 like we expected. Savinho. If only Savinho could finish, but the goalkeeper did a bad mistake over there. Ah, Savinho there. Can we take a shot? Wait for the right moment. Wait for the right moment. Taking the shot. The keeper gets it. Phil Foden again. I don't know. He's again. There's no power. Has sort of scuffed his shot. 4 more minutes to go. 4 more minutes to go. The keeper goes along. Yeah, Nathan is superb in the air. That's a free kick to City. Very well done. That's a free kick to City. That's a free kick to City. Very well done. Wow. I think Calimundo, we see Calimundo is coming on, the French striker. Game is tense, guys. That's a throw into City. Ah, seconds ना इस सिचुएशन में seconds भी घंटे लगते हैं. Seconds are also into hours. It's a throw into Forest now. Bernardo. I think Bernardo is the only one who can manage the situation well. He's been in this countless times. What the fuck was that? Why did you need a back heel there? Now it's counter attack. It's a 3v3 for Forest. It's a 3v3 for Forest. Get the ball, win the ball, Savinho, Savi. It's a throw in for Forest. Now 2 more minutes to go. I think they're gonna go for a long throw in here. 2 more minutes to go. No, they're not gonna go for a long throw in, I think. But why that back heel again? I think they are gonna go for a long throw. Erling Haaland's got the ball. Erling Haaland's got the ball. He needs to keep it. I don't want him to score a goal at least, but can he protect the ball? He's kicked it out. I think he needed to. It's not gone out, but I think he needed to protect the ball better. I'm sorry. Why are we not able to keep the ball? Keep the ball. Keep the ball. Keep the ball. Milinkovic is up top, but the ball's gone out. 1 more minute. His push Ruben Diaz in there as well. Milinkovic. So has to be a foul, but I think the referee might add on 1 more minute on top of the 5, at least 30 seconds. The Forest owners in there, but no, not now, not now. That's offside. Haaland was offside. The 95 are up. I don't know how much more is gonna add on, but no heartbreak. Please, please. And the referee is blowing the whistle. Woo! We've come out of this victorious. Up yours, Mikel Arteta. Up yours. Just look at it. This is the new city. This is the new city, but with the old resilience, but with the old passion, the old personality, the old character. The resilience, determination are what stand out today. The back line. Guys, the attack has been praised enough. Look at the back line. Look at how strong the back line stood. This back line earlier on in the season would have conceded. Would have surely conceded. But just look at how this back line stood. Diaz, Guardiola, Nunez. Wow. Nico Riley. I mean, let's talk about Nico Riley getting a yellow card so early on, relatively early on. I think he got it in the first half, and still look at the maturity in his decision making. 19-year-old, just about eligible to drive a car, not even eligible to drink in many countries. And look at the maturity he's shown there. 45th yellow card so early on in the first half, if I'm not wrong. And look at how he's carried himself through. Ruben Diaz won everything in the air. Josko Guardiola, that assist. Matthews Nunez played so well that Forest did not even attack and through his side as much. What a game. This is for the defenders. Guys, Adrot Nico Gonzalez is almost run out of gas. I will talk about him, but I'll take the comments. Why this is incredible when on an average day, the Sharks, the Blue Sharks, when the great Blue Sharks smell blood, an average day, an average day itself is a legendary hunt for them. And just imagine on a legendary day, kya karenge ye sab. Just look at all of them standing and applauding the away fans. Christmas Eve, the holidays, and still they've come down. Wow. Wow, I mean, yes, we have won, but just look at the togetherness in the team.